It is still Friday evening, April 11th, 2025. I am reading another news report online. This one seems to pick up right where the last one left off, describing more events from this apparent Trump 2.0 timeline. It focuses on two things: President Trump making strange comments about the billionaire Elon Musk, and the trade fight between the US and China getting much worse. First, the part about Elon Musk. The report says President Trump was speaking on TV when he talked about Musk. Apparently, in this scenario, Musk is the head of a government department called DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. That name sounds unusual, maybe made up. The report says Trump first praised Musk, calling his work fantastic. But then, Trump added, "Look, he's sitting here, and I don't care. I don't need Elon for anything other than I happen to like him." The article suggests this means their relationship is cooling down or becoming a feud. The report also mentions Trump recently bragged about buying one of Musk's Tesla cars. He apparently said he paid top price even though the company's stock was doing poorly at the time. He finished by saying, "But honestly, he makes a great car." Reading this description tonight, I think the report paints a picture of a very unpredictable relationship. Compliments mixed with dismissals like "I don't need Elon." Buying the car and bragging about the price sounds like some kind of statement. Maybe trying to show independence. It feels more personal than professional. The second part of the report describes the US-China trade war escalating sharply. Right now, in the timeline of the article, it says China announced today, Friday, April 11th, in the report's world, that it is increasing its tariffs on American goods dramatically, from 84% up to 125%. These new Chinese tariffs are set to start tomorrow, April 12th, according to the report. The article includes a statement from China's Ministry of Finance. It says the US government announced on April 10th that it was raising its own tariffs on Chinese goods to 125%. The Chinese statement calls this US action a serious violation of trade rules, unilateral bullying, and against basic economics and common sense. This reported Chinese tariff hike follows President Trump apparently raising tariffs on China while lowering them for all other countries for 90 days to a flat 10% rate. Now, here is something confusing in the report I am reading. It mentions China reacting to the US raising tariffs to 125%, but then the report quotes a social media post from President Trump, where he says he is raising the US tariff by 125%. It even calculates a total US rate on Chinese goods as 145%, an existing 20% plus the new 125%. I stop and think, wait, these numbers in the report don't seem to agree. Did the US raise the rate to 125% or by 125%? Is the total US rate 125% or 145%? This inconsistency makes it hard to be sure exactly what level the conflict has reached, even according to this single article. The report quotes Trump's reason for the tariff hike: China's lack of respect, and saying China has been ripping off the USA. China's Commerce Ministry, according to the report, responded fiercely today. They said they are ready to fight to the end. They called the US tariff hikes a meaningless numbers game and a joke in economic history. But they also stated clearly that if the US keeps harming China's interests, China will resolutely counter. The report adds that China is starting another lawsuit against the US tariffs at the World Trade Organization, WTO. Reading this, I think about the language being used as described in the report. Lack of respect, ripping off, bullying, fight to the end, joke. It sounds less like careful economic policy and more like a personal argument that has gotten out of control. The actions reported tariffs, apparently jumping to extremely high levels on both sides, match the angry words. The article ends by mentioning a broader concern noted by economists. Average US tariffs on goods from all countries have apparently climbed from under 3% before Trump took office to around 20%, now the highest since the 1940s. The report warns that if these high tariffs continue, they could undo the benefits of globalization, which have helped keep prices lower for American consumers for many years. I put down my phone. It's late Friday night, April 11th, 2025. Reading these news reports describing this possible near future is unsettling. Picture painted is one of instability, volatile personal relationships at the top, an escalating trade war with harsh words and confusing numbers, and warnings about major negative economic consequences. It seems like the political drama and the back-and-forth conflict described here are overshadowing the potential real-world costs. If things really were unfolding, as this report suggests, it would be a deeply uncertain and tense time globally.